the bunker part of our drill. The bunker shot is actually very similar to the high lofted pitch shot. A lot of similarities. We really never really want to hold off a bunker shot. Very rarely. Usually what you're going to do is you're going to let the club bypass your hands, right? You're going to almost feel like it's a flip, because we want this shot to come out soft. You know, when we do this, the ball comes out with more speed and it comes out lower, right? And a lot of times with the bunker, we've got the face in front of us. So we're going to review on hinging and releasing through. We're also going to talk about the club and how it's built. Every club has, you know, most clubs have loft on them. They also have bounce on them. This has 12 degrees of bounce. Okay, that is pretty important for sand shots, because the more bounce we have, the more your club can glide through rough, through sand. Okay, the less bounce it has, the more that the leading edge, okay, of your club, this part, the sharp part, is going to dig into the sand. Okay, you ever had that shot where you're getting ready to hit the ball and it just kind of, one of those things happens?
Oh, yeah. Looks like
yeah, that's not fun. That's where the leading edge gets stuck. It just kind of digs in like a shovel. And so that's why the bounce on this fluffy sand like this is really important. We like the idea of it just gliding through with really no issues at all, just kind of flowing through the sand. On this shot, we want the club really to go under the ball, okay? It might not ever get under the ball if it digs in. So if our shaft is leaning forward, we're going to be in trouble, right?
Yes.
But if the shaft is pointing back at us and the club is going through, it's going to slide right under it, okay? So a couple pre-shot fundamentals, all right? Here's what we like to do. We are working on just getting the ball out today, okay? I know you guys can do that, but every now and then we get shots that go too far, too short, too low. Working on just basically the basic fundamentals of getting it out. So our setup is very important. We want the ball to be a little bit forward in our stance, and that's because we anticipate catching it a little heavy, right? We want the club to hit behind it and slide through. Okay, so a little forward in our stance. We're going to open up our body a little to the left, okay? Now, if I open my body up a little to the left and I keep the club face square, the ball is going to go left of our target, isn't it? So it's very important that we open the face.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so a couple things. Here's our target. It's going to be on this line right here. Can you guys see that from down there?
Yep.
Okay, and my feet are on this line. They're not exactly parallel, are they? Good. That's important. Keep the face on the target line. I'm going to swing on my foot line. Okay, and we're going to glide through the sand. Thanks. So as you can see, take a look at this. My foot line is pretty much the same when I bisect the divot line, isn't it? Very, very similar.
Yeah.
But our target line, where our face is aimed, okay, is over there to the right. Okay. So that helps the ball get higher. Okay. So here's what we're going to do to get started. Okay. I am going to ask you guys small swings. Okay. I'm going to spread you out. We're going to get practicing, see if we can get the line kind of forward in our stance, get our feet buried in there, okay, getting low, and we're going to see if we can hit just a couple inches behind that line, okay, before we get into any golf balls. Can we do that? Okay, here, let me draw the line.
I close in there.
Okay, don't fling sand on anyone. Everyone take a pause for a second. Look what Taylor's done right here. We had a lesson sand just the other day, and he's done a good, look at this right here. Just set up for it for a second. Look at the width in his feet. We like that, okay? We want wide feet. That lets us get, squat down a little bit. Yeah. If we get them too narrow, we're probably going to come down too steep on the ball, okay?
Slide right over.
Good job, Henry. Good job, Bruin.